All right, I'd like to call to order this planning commission meeting for Thursday, November 10th of 2022. Any public comments at this time for nothing regarding our agenda items? No? All right, I'd like to go ahead and, can I get a approval for, or a motion
I'll motion that.
for approval of our previous minutes?
Yeah, hold on here, hold on.
I don't think I'll.
We got a couple of them, hold on. All
Oh,
right,
that's right.
yeah. Okay,
This is for
for
September.
September 8th,
I was here, yeah. again.
yeah, hold on, and there's the August one, which is,
You were.
I
Abe
wasn't
and-
part of that.
no, right, I was gonna say Abe and Aaron, so if you guys are okay with the,
Aaron was absent, I guess it shows in September.
not in August, we still haven't even done August, we
Yeah,
got
we've
3
got a
months
slew of
worth of
them.
minutes.
Oh, this,
Yeah.
oh, August. okay.
Cause I can't get 5 people to show up.
Sure, yeah. Yep, I second.
Times are tough, you gotta hustle.
So on the August 8th, if Aaron or you would want to make a motion.
I thought he already made a motion, I seconded.
Oh, is that for the 8th, or I mean for the August meeting? Got it.
No, I wasn't here for the August.
No, he won't vote. But as long as you two are happy, we're good.
I'm very happy.
Okay, so you got a motion, second, and
Too many
an
things to
approval
stack
from
now.
both of you?
Yes.
Okay, now the September one. That would be Brent and Abe, so if you guys are okay with that,
Which one would it try to September?
the September.
I've read it over, it looks like, I'll motion that.
Okay,
Was
for September 8th.
That's on the, yeah, I'll make a second.
Okay. Motion second and aye on both of those. And then finally, October's, which all 3 of you can vote. Oh, I'm sorry,
I
Abe, you
was
weren't
not
here.
here,
Yeah, Aaron and Brent.
I'll motion if you second.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, now we're caught up on our minutes. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, with that, I would like to move forward with PC application number 2013, discussion and possible action on a request for approval of a final subdivision plat for 74 resident lots within the R1 PUD Single Family Dwelling District, Planning and Development for Mission Hills, Section 2, Phase 1, located in the southwest quarter of Section 20, Township 16, North, Range 2, West Base Davis Road, and the existing Mission Hills residential subdivision. Staff report.
Thank you. Back in February, as indicated by the zoning, there was a planned unit development that was approved on the 95.5 acres for a total of 307 residential lots. And then March of 21, the Planning Commission had approved the preliminary plat for that 95.5 acres and 307 lots. The plat that's in front of you today is the Phase 1 final plat. And as the introduction had said, there's going to be 74 lots on 24 acres of the 95 acres. In the one map I provided, it shows the area in relation to the overall development, the one up on the screen. That's the area that this final plat encompasses. It will complete James Way, so the eastern portion of the plat will be a continuation of James Way, and then the western portion will have one of the accesses off of Davis Road in that, and then the in-between is still that open space and floodway that will remain that was discussed when we had the planned unit development. Prairie Grove Road will be improved as part of this. Davis Road, is, if you remember, is in the county. I believe they're still planning, or they're planning to pave that, but that's a county road, so that wasn't part of any of our approvals. Prairie Grove is in the city limits and is required to be improved from its existing point. When we're going through the process, it became kind of a issue with the floodplain there. So as part of that, they're going to be realigning Prairie Grove Road to be more diagonally, so it won't be at the corner to keep it out of the floodplain. That will take care of some of the floodplain issues that they were going to run into, having to put a bridge and again, just development in there. So one of the exhibits that I showed you shows that realignment in that, where it's going to kind of go more northwesterly. It'll essentially be more kind of through here like this, connecting. The actual, yes, that last page. The actual dedication of that will be part of the final plat at the council, so that new right-of-way will be dedicated in that. So that's probably the big parts of this. The grading, drainage, paving, water, and sewer plans were all reviewed by the City Public Works as well as Myers Engineering, and we're at a point which we were happy with. So as the construction's going, it's per the improvement plans. This final plat's gonna be slightly different than some of the other ones. The developer would like to go ahead and do all the improvements and then get those accepted and then record it rather than putting up the bond, which is not an issue from our end. It still serves the same purpose. So that's why the one condition is slightly different in that. It's in lieu of posting a surety bond, all improvements must be completed and accepted by the city council before the phase 1 final plat is recorded. In that, they will be required after that to do a 2-year maintenance bond for that. And so those are the basic conditions we have. So with that, staff would recommend approval along with those conditions. And if you have any comments, as you can see, the only audience we have is the applicant, so if you have questions from them.
So this James would continue to this, so what is gonna happen? I mean, did that create some kind of more traffic into the Mission Hills?
Well, I mean, you know, because some of this came up through the planned unit development. Anytime you add houses on any street, whether it's single family or not, there's obviously going to be an increase in traffic, especially when you have subdivisions like this, because there's not a whole lot of walkability. But it is in a single family realm, so it's not going to create, if you want to say, significant issues within any of the neighborhoods. At some point through ODOT, there was probably going to need to be further consideration of stoplights and that out on Division or something there, because we are funneling a lot of this traffic to 1 or 2 points onto Division. But for right now, that's, like I said, not really a major issue.
But did you do require that their roads and easement need to be completed before they?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, right, yeah, because all of that, all the water, sewer, the streets, all that will be completed before they record the plat and before any lots can be sold in that. And like I said, there'll be a 2-year bond on it, so if there are issues with the streets, crumbling or have some issues, there's a bond there to make sure that we can make sure they're maintained.
Just trying to wrap my head around here. So pretty much it's a bond issue. They don't want to put the bond, is that correct?
Yeah, they want to go this route, which isn't untypical. I mean,
Okay.
there's some that.
Does it put us at risk if, like, say, I don't know, the housing market tanks and the project just kind of gets abandoned?
Not really. I put a time frame on it to where it had to be done within 2 years in that. But ultimately, if for some reason they were to walk away and not complete it, we would treat it like basically a code issue like anywhere else, where they would have to either finish the improvements or remove all the improvements that were there that are essentially not done.
And they're starting paving like January 20th.
Yeah.
So it's almost already complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen the work and
Yeah.
it's a testament that nobody's here to complain.
Yeah.
So,
That was all done at the PUD.
yeah. So I just, I like to try to think about these things from all the angles, but,
And the contractors, the water and sewer contractors should have provided 2-year maintenance bond, and the paving contractor will provide a
Yeah.
2-year maintenance bond to the city, so that is enforced once they leave site, they will come back and maintain.
wonderful.
So this, as far as the access, I'm concerned about the Davis Road. The Davis Road is just a dirt road.
They're gonna pave it.
gonna
It's a
get
county
paved.
road, so yeah, through our approvals, we could not require it.
Right, so.
But the developer is going to pave it.
We have approved paving
Yeah.
plans.
I don't,
Yeah.
I can't
That
hear
you
you.
would, and then when is Perry Grove is gonna be,
turn it off?
the Perry Grove is gonna be
Oh,
approved?
say
The
man.
concern that I
Oh,
have.
can you, I'm sorry, if you guys
Speak
can
at the
go up to
podium.
the mic. I'm sorry.
The concern that I had in there, if the Davis is a gravel road, what you mentioned is gonna be paved, And the Prairie Grove is not improved, the majority
Prairie
of the
Grove's
traffic
improved
is
as
gonna
well.
go to
Yeah.
the division, there to James and go to the division. So
I'm sorry, for the
that's
record, would you
concern
state,
that I have.
Jessica Morris, Morris Engineering and Surveying for the applicant.
Aaron, can you put up on the screen the subdivision plat? Basically, down here is Prairie Grove, and that's gonna be improved as well as this portion of Davis Road.
But there's no
as-
access though.
the what?
There's no access to Prairie Grove in this part, there's no access to the Prairie Grove.
There doesn't need to be, because Davis Road ties into
What,
Prairie
that's what I'm
Grove
saying,
and back up.
you have one access, and that's on Davis Road,
Yeah,
and the Prairie Grove a half a mile and improved. The people
that's
are
gonna
gonna
be
go ahead and
improved.
loop the traffic through the James, through the Mission
they
Hills.
can't go through James.
Well, you said this is a continuation of James Street,
Yeah, because James comes in the subdivision and it's a cul-de-sac and then goes back out.
so this is hooked up to the, let me see this in here, yeah.
With respect to another sheet to this plat.
Where is this,
Where James Way
yeah,
comes
this,
through.
where is this road coming from? What is this road?
That's a new
Isn't this
one.
the one that
No.
goes to the James?
No, this is James right here.
And this is the continuation of.
Right here. It
This is
continues
James,
there.
right, in
And
here.
then this portion is gonna be over here. This is basically over here.
This road is right
So
here.
this is gonna be improved and all of this is gonna be improved.
Yeah.
The only thing they did is there's a realignment of Prairie Grove that I supplied over here.
So this, the question that I have in this subdivision that you're getting approved, is it connected to the Mission Hill?
Yeah, that port.
Yes.
So there's no access from here to Mission
No,
Hills?
not from this port, only this.
Okay, I got it.
okay. Any further questions or comments?
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second that.
All right, Abe Gassenport,
Yes.
Brent Limford,
Yep.
and Aaron Rooney.
Yes.
All right, 3-0, we're good to go.
That, I guess that concludes our,
Yeah, unless you
Planning
guys
Commission.
have any comments, we can adjourn.
that's it.
All right,
Thank y'all.
perfect.